Contingent on the outcome of the fight, are you going straight to a unification?
There is no...
Does that mean you weren't quite prepared?
It means I was trying to lose weight after 2 years, sitting on the couch with injuries and depression of not being a world-class fighter that I am, not living my best life like I am about to beat up Manny Pacquiao. This is my best life. So I got smiles, I got motivation, and I was just getting back in the ring with Lopez, man. I knew it was going to be a tough fight. I just want to be prepared. I was prepared, and I won the fight, you know. I knew I could rely on my boxing skills, my boxing talent, and my footwork and my defense, and that's what won me the fight. This fight, I want to come out stronger. I dropped Lopez in the second round, but I never came out throwing a lot of bombs. I caught him with a check hook. It's been a while since I've let my hands go and really take chances. It takes a little extra energy. If you want to put that oomph into the punch, if you want to put a little bit more, it takes a little bit more out of you. So I just got to train a little bit harder, and that's why I hired 2 professional trainers so that I can land 1 punch come July 20th.
Do you feel
How much weight do I have to lose?
How much weight did you have to lose for that fight?
For the Lopez fight, I was at, you know, I mean, it's not at the start of camp, it's pre-camp. I always cut a little bit because I end up getting too big out of 22 months of inactivity, right? So I was at 183 pounds in preparation, knowing that I was going to get the Lopez fight. So I had to slowly get down. Then once we were in camp, I always cut about, you know, anywhere from 25 to 27 pounds.
Are you talk about the distance? Because he's obviously going to try to wear you out through time.
Oh, the distance ain't no problem, man. One time Thurman's been going 12 rounds for a minute now, you know? But that's boring. So let's try to make it shorter.
Well, he wants to make
Keith, do you look at that shot that Josesito landed as almost like a blessing in disguise? Like maybe it made people, somebody like Manny Pacquiao, more willing to want to get into the ring with you after that.
What he said at the end?
That scare.
God is good. God is good all the time. You know what I mean? Everything happens for a reason, man. This is truly a blessing. That left hook could have been a blessing in disguise because obviously, you know, some people do feel that it might have created the vulnerable look that might have gave Manny Pacquiao the confidence to sign the contract. And, you know, a lot of people believe that you're only as good as your last fight. The only thing was my last fight was a tune-up. You know, I'm a world champion, and I showed that when a tough fighter like Josesito López tries to take advantage of a champion like Keith Thurman off of a 22-month layoff, because that boy came to fight. He always comes to fight. But we know on that night, we saw one of the best Josesito López we've seen in a long time. And I still defeated the man, okay? So I just don't see anything that Manny Pacquiao can do in the ring. He's too small. They say he's fast. To me, he's slow, you know? His movements are predictable. This is boxing. He comparing me to Oscar De La Hoya. The problem is when he fought Oscar De La Hoya was the old man and he was the young buck. Okay.
Down in weight.
And you know, he's used to fighting bigger guys, but he's not used to fighting bigger, younger, stronger. And I believe it's going to show in the ring.
What did you think about Pacquiao's fight with Broner? What kind of Pacquiao are you expecting?
Yeah, you know, I like Pacquiao's performance. Matter of fact, it inspired me so much. After the fight, I ran 3 miles. Got rained on. In my Yeezys. I got witnesses. I made my boy run with me. So he played basketball. I was like, we're going for a walk real quick, get some fresh air. We went for a walk. I hit the corner. I started jogging on him, and I made him follow suit, you know. But, you know, Manny Pacquiao, that performance motivated me. To be honest, it truly motivated me to watch a 40-year-old man be victorious in that ring on that night before I was about to perform with a 22-month layoff a week later. You know, it was truly inspirational. Manny Pacquiao is a beautiful story. He is inspiration to many, including myself on that day. I'm inspired right now. I'm just inspired to beat him up.
Are you surprised you're even fighting him? Like, coming up in the game, did you ever think you'd be fighting Manny Pacquiao?
I mean, I knew I wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao. I didn't believe that it would happen. But like we say, man, God is good. Manny is, he's over here. He's doing business with us, and he signed this contract. So I'm really grateful. I'm honored to share the ring with him. But I truly do believe that it's a new era in boxing. Every champion is a new champion that you haven't heard of. You know, this is a new establishment in the sport. This is a new heavyweight division. And come after July 20th, on July 21st, there will officially be an official new welterweight division where you don't hear the name Floyd Mayweather, where you don't hear the name Manny Pacquiao, where all you'll be talking is Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, and whoever else that we don't even know who's coming up grinding to be at the top to compete with the welterweights in the welterweight division today. Manny Pacquiao is the past, and I'm going to make sure of it.
Contingent on the outcome of the fight. Contingent on the outcome of the fight, are you going straight to a unification?
There is no plans past Pacquiao. Get this fight in, perform, have the best camp of my life, living my best life, be the best Keith Thurman I can be, and we'll just go from there, one fight at a time. We are not looking past Manny Pacquiao, not for 1 second.
Hey Keith, you was calling for Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather for quite some time.
Yes, sir.
How did Keith Thurman feel the next day after you knew it was official to get one of those guys on your resume now?
Like I said, man, this is just a dream come true. You know, I'm hoping to expand my legacy by ending his legacy, and hopefully grab more fans in the process. Boxing is a beautiful sport. Of course, I have all the intentions to hurt him, but it's truly out of respect. You cannot box forever. They announced him as a senator. He needs to go be a senator.
If you one-time him, is there any part of you that would feel bad in some way after the fact? Like Manny Pacquiao, he's a legend, you know, for him to go out like that, any small part of you?
If you're a fighter and you want to keep stepping in this ring, somebody has to be the one to let you know it's time to let it go. You know, we have great champions like Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest to ever do it, but he didn't end his career at the right time, okay? Tainted his name. Manny Pacquiao gets knocked out by Keith Thurman. He's still Manny Pacquiao. But Keith Thurman is the next one.
Henry Holmes cried after he beat Muhammad Ali. This wouldn't be that kind of situation?
Nah. You know what I mean? I mean, it's, like I said, man, it's out of respect. You know? I didn't make him sign the contract. He signed the contract. You know what I mean? Anybody who signs a contract, you already offended me. You offended me. All right? I'm a real fighter. This is how it is. This is how I stay hungry.
You're the super champ. He's the regular champ. You're on the B side. Did that offend you?
There ain't no I'm on the B side. How am I on the B side?
Of the poster.
Huh?
It's his name first.
That's advertisement purposes, player. You know what I mean? When I fought Danny Garcia, we had it both sides. You had Thurman versus Garcia and Garcia versus Thurman. Why? Because it's both champions. You know what I mean? I'm not going to argue over fight. Announcing who's this and banners that, that's petty to me too, because I already know I'm going to win.
Keith, do you view him as a champion? WBA has multiple champions in every weight class. You're really the champion at 147. Do you view him as a champion, really?
Well, I mean, he is a champion. He's had some impressive wins, you know. He's got a great legacy. He deserves to be called champion. But there's a reason why he is not the super champion. And throughout Manny Pacquiao's career, I believe another reason why he chose me is because he has not held the Super WBA title throughout his career, throughout his legacy. If, regardless of if he fights me, wins, retires, fights me, wins, keeps fighting, if he walks away with the WBA super title of the world, not only is he expanding his legacy, but it is something brand new for even Manny Pacquiao. I think that's what excites him and inspires him in this matchup against me. For me, my belt is on the line. He's not offering me a title. He's offering me his legacy, to be a part of his legacy and allow him to be a part of my legacy. And I believe that that's an honor and a blessing, and I'm going to take full advantage of this opportunity.
Can you fight a third time this year?
A third time this year? No, sir. No, sir. We get this job done, shoot, we're going to be, you know, we got to relax, you know. I'm very happy to stay active, and I would love to continue to perform twice a year instead of the slow rolling that I was doing when I was champion, when I fought Sean for once that year, and I waited for the Danny fight. I could stay busy, you know. It depends on how I feel, but I'm not projecting a third fight this year. No, sir.
Keith, are you at 100% now? So you got said at the after the Josesito López fight and the post-fight press conference, what exactly at 100%? Are you at 100% now for Josesito?
Well, I'm not fighting tomorrow, so no, sir, I'm not at 100% right now. You know what I mean? That's why I hired 2 professional strength and conditioning coaches, so that come July 20th, we will be 100%.
Keith, explain what it feels like to be in a fight of this magnitude. Not so much this, but this is obviously the biggest fight of your career.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now that you're under the festivities going on, and like, explain the feeling being that this is in the ring. How does it feel being in this position?
I mean, it just feels like a blessing, man. It's truly honored, you know. It's like Manny Pacquiao said. He said he hasn't felt this way since Oscar De La Hoya. Manny Pacquiao is my Oscar De La Hoya. Manny Pacquiao is my Floyd Mayweather. Manny Pacquiao is my Sugar Shane Mosley, you know. He beat all of them but Floyd, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's amazing. I almost feel like I get to fight almost all of them through fighting Manny Pacquiao, you know, because he's bringing the experience.
What type of preparations mentally and physically for this particular fight?
Go hard. Go hard.